What is public cloud? Everything you need to know about it. Public cloud computing refers back to the shipping of computing assets and offerings over the net via way of means of third celebration companies. This shared infrastructure permits customers to get admission to computing assets, consisting of servers, garages, and networking, on a pay-per-use basis. Public cloud computing is a rather scalable and bendy generation, permitting companies to fast provision and deprovision assets as needed.
But before we start moving forward, make sure to subscribe channel and click on the bell icon. Sprintzeal provides training programs, certification programs on their websites. If you're interested in them, do check out the links in the description.
What does a public cloud infrastructure service do? A public cloud infrastructure carrier is answerable for offering the hardware, software program, and community assets required to run cloud primarily based total programs and offerings. Public cloud infrastructure offerings generally consist of the garage, compute, and networking assets, in addition to different offerings consisting of load balancing and protection. These offerings are added over the net and may be accessed via way of means of clients from everywhere within the world. What is public cloud in cloud computing? In cloud computing, the general public cloud is a sort of computing infrastructure. This is furnished via way of means of third celebration carriers over the net. These shared surroundings permit more than one client to get admission to the identical assets at the identical time, with every patron, facts and program stored breaking free from the others. The public cloud is made feasible through the usage of virtualization, which permits more than one digital machine to run on an unmarried bodily server. What is a public cloud example? Some of the maximum famous public cloud examples consist of Amazon Web Services, AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform, GCP. These companies provide a variety of offerings, inclusive of infrastructure as a carrier, IaaS, platform as a carrier, PaaS, and software program as a carrier, SaaS. What are public clouds? Public clouds are a sort of cloud computing infrastructure. This is furnished via way of means of third celebration carriers over the net. These environments are rather scalable and bendy, permitting companies to fast provision and deprovision assets as needed. Public clouds are generally used for programs that require an excessive stage of scalability or for workloads that aren't essential to the business. What is public cloud infrastructure? Public cloud infrastructure refers back to the hardware, software program, and community assets which might be furnished via way of means of third celebration carriers to aid cloud primarily based totally programs and offerings. This infrastructure is shared via way of means of more than one client, and every patron's facts and programs are stored break-free the others. Public cloud infrastructure is rather scalable and bendy, permitting companies to fast provision and deprovision assets as needed. Benefits of public cloud. Scalability. Public cloud infrastructure is rather scalable. This means that companies can without difficulty grow or lower their assets as needed. This is especially beneficial for companies with fluctuating workloads or hastily converting needs. Cost effectiveness. Public cloud offerings are commonly pay-as-you-go. This means that companies handiest pay for the assets they use. This may be greater cost powerful than making an investment in and preserving their very own on-premises infrastructure. Flexibility. Public cloud computing presents companies with the power to paint from everywhere with a web connection. This way personnel can paint remotely, and companies can extend their operations past their bodily location. Reliability. Public cloud infrastructure is rather reliable, with strong backup and catastrophe healing answers built in. This way companies may have peace of thoughts that their facts and programs are stable and available. Innovation. Public cloud companies are continuously innovating. This means that companies can take gain of the modern generation without the want for great funding in hardware or software programs. Collaboration. Public cloud offerings can permit less complicated collaboration among personnel and teams, no matter their bodily location. This can result in extended productiveness and efficiency. Environmental sustainability. Public cloud companies generally have large-scale facilities that might be optimized for power efficiency. This way, companies can lessen their carbon footprint via way of means of the use of public cloud offerings rather than making an investment of their very own power-extensive on-premises infrastructure. However, companies ought to additionally be privy to the capacity dangers and demanding situations related to the use of the general public cloud, inclusive of protection and compliance concerns, and ought to take steps to mitigate those dangers. Public cloud solutions. Public cloud answers are a variety of offerings and gear that might be provided via way of means of third celebration carriers to assist companies migrate to and control their public cloud environments. These answers may also consist of cloud migration offerings, cloud control platforms, and cloud optimization gear. Public cloud environment. The public cloud surroundings are a shared infrastructure. This is on hand over the net via way of means of more than one client. These surroundings are rather scalable and bendy, permitting clients to fast provision and deprovision assets as needed. The public cloud surroundings additionally give a variety of offerings and gear to assist clients control their cloud primarily based totally programs and offerings. Public cloud computing services. Public cloud computing offerings are a number of offerings that are supplied through third celebration companies over the internet. These offerings encompass infrastructure as a service, IaaS, platform as a service, PaaS, and software program as a service, SaaS. Public cloud computing offerings are extraordinarily scalable and flexible, permitting groups to speedy provision and deprovision assets as needed. Types of public cloud. Infrastructure as a service, IaaS. This form of public cloud affords clients admission to virtualized computing assets including servers, storage, and networking. Platform as a service, PaaS. This form of public cloud affords clients admission to a whole improvement and deployment that consists of computing assets, middleware, and equipment. Software as a service, SaaS. This form of public cloud affords clients admission to software program packages that are introduced over the internet.
If you found this video informative and useful, we'll always bring new concepts explained for you, so stay tuned with Sprintzeal, and if you like the video, do share. If have any doubts or queries, do let us know in the comment section. Use the coupon code YouTube10 in our website to get 10% off on all our courses.